All right, well, good morning. It's August 17th. We got about 10 minutes until market open, and the gap scan is looking decent. There's a couple things on there that I'm interested in, but most of the things on the gap scan have kind of pulled back a significant amount. And then we have a few of these where they're up on news, but they're completely flat. So honestly, these aren't even really worth having on the list. But I'll I'll stick them up there and see what happens, just in case they start moving. But yeah, BBBY again from yesterday. It's up pre-market 30%. So yeah, I'll be watching this one at the open. Hopefully, it doesn't pull back too much here in the next 10 minutes. It'd be nice if it could open above VWAP. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, MEGL just false breakout. Holy crap! Into a halt down. Oh, okay. Just went from 1420 to 15 in one order. Okay. Um, Here, yeah, this is another one from last week that was in play, and I didn't love it. APRN coming into, I mean, it's up 20%, but I'm not sure about it. I'm not seeing any news right here. But sometimes Weeble, the news is delayed, or like the unimportant headlines, they don't even pop up, so it's not always super reliable. Looks like the market gap down. SPY, QQQ. Looks like we're down pre-market a good percent. Honestly, maybe not quite a full percent, but so that's a reason for a bit of caution, I'd say. Shoot, man. Sleep inertia was like bad today. I feel like I woke up and got hit by a train. But I'm feeling good. Feeling alive, feeling focused, ready to get in there and trade. So which one is gonna be the one today? It doesn't look like it's gonna be one of these that are just flat. I'm hardly interested in BBIG. Hardly interested in APRN. The chart just does not look very great, but I guess if we could get above this 95 level into $7, looking on the daily, that could be good. Or less a little room to 8 or 850. So I guess the break of these levels could be good, but until then, I'm not really going to be interested in trading it. Looking around here, MEGL, this was another one from the other day. This is that recent IPO. And yeah, I'm not very bullish on this one right now either. The pre-market chart just doesn't look very good. Honestly, BBBY, the charting looks probably the nicest, I'd say, for a pre-market gap. We're just pulling back right now on a 5-minute pullback, but it's right around VWAP. And it's not extended, which is a good thing. So it's probably not. It's like something that I worry about in with gappers is that looking at the move, I always think to myself, is this the front side of the move, and when the market opens, is that going to be the back side, or is it going to continue to move higher into the open? Because a lot of times we end up having really big moves pre-market, and that ends up being it. That's pretty much the whole move right there, and it's already happened. Gotta love a little green tea. So yeah, looking at scans, I think I've got all that I can get basically right here. Just we're looking for some nice scans. Zendu on YouTube's fantastic. Okay, well, we got about 5 minutes, well, 4 minutes now until open. And I think what primarily I'm gonna have on watch is I guess BBBY. Cause it looks nice around these levels. Ear was another one that looks okay, but it's pulled back quite a bit from the highs. So I'm not too sure about that one. BWV, oh, this one actually looks pretty nice too. So pre-market high is 367, and we're approaching that level. We're only 10 cents off. And volume in pre-market here is decent. So yeah, we'll see about this one. What was the water vaccines earlier? Virus it's monkeypox play. Okay. So we got a monkeypox play here, which that could be a good thing. I might just get rid of some of these two flat ones because that's not a thing. Oh. Yeah, so I guess I'll stick a BBBY over here. I'm be looking at BWV. Yeah, let's check a couple things on this. Let's see. Let's look at actually. I'm gonna look at BBBY for the fun of it. Short float. Wow. Is it really 42% short float? That's why this is getting pumped right now. That's right. I remember reading a bit that this was back on topic on Wall Street Bets, and they probably know this figure right here, and that's why they're trying to buy it up and squeeze shorts out, because that could end up being a pretty epic short squeeze if it gets a little higher. We'll see. Who knows? I was gonna look at BWV. Just look at float. They get probably pretty high short float of 23%, and it's only 5 mil outstanding shares. So not very many there. All right, well, we got about 1 minute until open, so I will be patiently watching, ready to attack and devour. We'll see which one it's gonna be today. But yeah, I think I'm gonna look at BWV for sure off the open here, and a BBBY, and yeah, hope everyone stays safe and gets green. Manage risk. Let's get a sip of tea before the ding. The bell. Okay. So I'm plus over that level already. Then yeah, let's go look for a quick pullback. Sometimes trading this first minute can be sketchy. Oh, that's a really nice candle off the open though. I kind of want to buy that dip, but I want to be careful here. I'll BBY dip to 25 off the open. Yeah, that would have been good though. That dip off the 70s. 404, I remember, is daily resistance on this stock. Okay. Wow, what a strong 1 minute candle to open on this one. Wow. This one's going to be really strong. Okay. This thing's going to go without me right now. BBY hit 30. Holy smokes. And sold off. Okay, well, let's get serious here because this thing is really strong. There's 50 right there. Man. 59. It's going to get locked up in a halt. Yeah, I don't know. Monkeypox news is strong, I guess. Let's try to dip that 40s. Oh, it's going to be a pretty heavy sell. Get it right there. I'll probably get filled high 50s, I think. I got 52. That's weak. Should have been a lot higher fill than that, in my opinion. Decent 10-cent trade, though. How much are we going to pull back here? Thought this thing was going to go into a halt, and it false halted in. Yeah, that was impressive. I don't know why I hesitated so much in these first 2 minutes. Well, I know why I hesitated in these first 2 minutes. I mean, you can get lag, and it can be tricky to trade straight off the open, so. But this will be, I left a little bit on the table here. I mean, I left these first two green candles from, yeah, moved $1.20 a share in those two candles. Tried there at 50. It's gonna run into a bit of sellers there. Oh shoot, yeah, I'm gonna have to be out. I got filled a little bit high too. Man, this one's tricky. I just, a bit frustrated. Wow, totally. I kind of blew this one here, to be quite honest. Traded that one pretty bad. We're just too hesitant, but it's okay. That's what it is. And BBBY looks mad choppy this morning. I mean, just with these big wicks. I saw when it hit 30. I mean, we were getting dollar share moving right there for a second. Hmm. So I was, because I was sciences when squeezing. Hmm. Okay, so this thing's pulling back a bit here, and we got some pretty long wicks now to worry about on the 1 minute. Oh wow, that dip is gonna get bought up strong. Try taking it 35 on that dip, so we can get another push here. I'm gonna take it for right there. Let's get back in. Seems like it's got quite a bit of resistance around this level here. Well, this candle's gonna push. Gonna break 50 though. It does. Pulls back. Try the quick first pullback after the 50 break. See if we can get a retest. Uh, I wanted it to hold 50 there. So I'm gonna be out quick. Yeah. That was a good sell. I could have ripped, but yeah, it looked like it was really heavy with the sells over here on the ask. So I'll be out break even. Whoops. Wow, that was good to see though off the open off this stock. was a really nice move. So yeah, we got the Qs down 0.9%, SPYs down 0.7%. Mostly green on my, or red on my watch lists here. Yeah, so right now we've been getting some pretty heavy resistance above the 50s. So either you look for an ad low or when it gets past this level, but I'm not going to try buying the break of 50 again. Let's take a quick look around. Okay, ear's moving now. That was a decent pullback off that right there. Oh wow, and I look away. And oh. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm just a little behind here. I want to try it one time here at $4, but it's gonna break 4. Man, that was such a strong open. It's gonna be a little bit of a bummer to see this thing fade out. I really hope this isn't it for the day. Yeah, Sava, it's a little bit higher priced. I'm not quite as. Oh, excuse me. I'm not quite as interested in trading this one unless it really starts moving, but still relatively lower volume for this kind of a stock. So it looks like this dip is gonna hold up here. So that's positive. Give it a little bit here before I get involved again. Let's see, after that trading, I'm up $40. So I mean, yeah, that was pretty sloppy. I mean, let's see. I'm gonna have to watch back this I'm gonna have to watch back this clip and really see what I could have done there because I left a lot of this move on the table. I mean, I didn't try this move. It was just kind of going and yeah. So those are the times where you need to just be, you can't hesitate and realize the strength and then just buy into a quick micro dip or a micro pullback or a break of a significant level. In this case, significant level would have been pre-market highs, but I missed that because it happened so quick. And then I was looking at something else. And then the other one would have been break of 4 or break of 4 and these. Oh, where was it here? Yeah, 408. Let's see what the high of this candle is right here. 404. So yeah, right around the whole dollar. And I mean, this thing just went straight through all these resistance. So yeah, I'll live and learn. I'll try to learn from that a bit because I haven't seen such a strong open on a stock in a while. Maybe haven't had just a gap and go like this, and hasn't been a trend recently at all. Okay, let's clean up today's list just a bit. This one, don't care. This one, don't care. BBIG, I'll keep on. But yeah, BBIG is moving in a little bit. Keep it on watch. APRN, selling off. Ear looks strong. What is the it's over pre-market highs. We're approaching $3. Looking at the daily chart, what do we have here for resistance? Got the exponential 200 EMA moving average at 370, so plenty of room to that. Now there's really no obvious daily resistance right here. So I'll take a second with this one, try to get focused up. NKT. This one's halted up on super light volume. I'll watch it on resumption and probably won't trade it though. I'll have it over here. A bit of a false breakout over these levels and a rejection off of the whole dollar there at 3. Here's resumption on this. It's going to open a lot higher and just rip. Oh, that's good to see, but I won't get involved there. This is too low volume. I don't like these low volume halts. I don't know what the story is on this thing. Here comes ear. There's break of 3. I'll try into the pullback, see if we can retest. Make new highs. Nice. Really nice. Too bad I took smaller size on this one. Usually with a $3 share of stock, I would be taking anywhere from 800. Yeah, probably minimum 800 shares, but I had it on 500 because I was on yen. What was it? Oh no, BWV. Yeah, that was a nice trade there. So I went for the when it broke 3 again for the second time, it came right back down to 298.3. I tried to buy that break, see if it would hold. So that was a nice trade. About 13 cents on a $3 share stock. That's great. So now what would I look for next on it? It's pulling back here. Could potentially try it again here on this dip at $3, but it's looking a little bit heavy. Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it alone for right now. Let's see. After that trade, 6 me up 105 on the day. Actually, I should just go to here. Oops. Oops. There we go. Let's take a look at BBBY again. Okay, so BBY, it's pulled back. Kind of had this nasty false breakout, well, rejection off of 30 here, and then it sold off, and now it's below VWAP. So I'll wait on this. I'm still hopeful on it though. I could see this curling up and then being more of a later morning after early afternoon play. BWV volume is decreasing a little bit. Still above VWAP. I'll wait on that one. BBIG, it's at highs, but lower volume. And I remember this one in the past, and trading it's okay, but I never liked it that much. I mean, especially here it's $1.50. I don't like as lower price stocks. Yet here it goes to 153. Ugh. The deliciousness. So let's see. Take a look at everything here. Now I'll INKT. So to resume in about a minute here. INKT. I'll look at it. I'll pay attention. If anything, I'll just take like, I don't know. What would be small size here? I'd probably take, 500-600 shares on this price stock usually, so I'd probably take half that now. So maybe I'll just go 200. No, that's weak sauce. We'll at least go 300. I'm trading with about $1,200 there. So, yeah, I guess I'll watch it. It was really strong off of its last resumption. I don't see any news on it, so I'll be very cautious, but take a look where this opens. And it's only the second halt, so okay, we got about 5 seconds here till resumption if it's a 5-minute halt. It's gonna be open flat. And usually I don't buy those when it flushes like that straight away. Sometimes that could be good for the dip and the rip. But with this one in the situation, yeah, I'm not interested. Okay. Back to BWV. It's going to sell off into a halt down now. Oh, it's all halted down, but bearish engulfing candle, I'm not interested in that. We'll give it some time. Let's look at this one. Go away, please. Thank you. Shoot. Well, it looks like BBBY is pretty heavily selling off here now, so that's a little disappointing. But I'll focus up on BWV.
I'm off.
Okay. See, Gramps.
So my hip is killing me.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if it's be able to walk or not.
That sucks. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Okay. Well, let's keep focused up. I'm just patiently waiting here for something to present itself. Ear is currently pulling back. I think this might need a little bit of a 5-minute pullback. We got like this topping wick here. I sold 5 cents off the high, so it was a pretty good trade there. It looks like the only one that's on the up and up right now is BBIG, so I might have to get a little bit more focused on this one. But it's a little cheaper, but I'm not going to ignore it if the volume is picking up like this, because we're getting some really nice volume now. Let's look at float and stuff on this one. I cannot remember. Oh, BBIG is not found on FinViz. Interesting. Weird. Okay, well, I guess not. Oh, it just hit a high of 65 there. Let me go for a trade on it. Let's see. I'm not interested in taking a breakout of this level. So I'd probably look for, yeah, maybe just a 1-minute pullback on it. And then first candle make a new high. potentially up here. Well, it just busted over pre-market highs, but it's a bit of a double top. It went 2 cents past the high of pre-market and pulled back in a pretty hefty way. So I'm gonna be careful. It's not a double top. Obviously, it's technically not because it broke out by a couple cents. And a little bit of pain in the market today. I've got my this is usually my other screen here, and I just kind of watch. Usually, I'll put the Q and the Nasdaq over here, and then man, I've got the sneezes this morning. Ay ay ay, and then anyway, so this shows the gap down here, and then I'll usually put the S&P down here. So I usually watch these, and then I've got a lot of other stocks that I've acquired and traded over the years that I just put here. Some large caps, some medium caps, just some random ones. And then yeah, overall that gives me a pretty good indication. Just opening up the screen and taking one look at this list, it gives me a pretty good feeling for the overall sentiment that day. So like today, I'm a bit cautious coming in. Obviously, sometimes we can have some epic moves, despite that being the case. Perfect example is BWV, and I was a bit hesitant on it, and I made this thing move from 348 to 479 in a couple minutes there. Okay, well, this thing's right back into this 50s resistance, so it struggled between 50 and 60 a lot, but we'll see. It's looking very strong here. Wow, there's highs. Try about a dip there. I'm gonna get filled really high. I'll be out. I got filled at 76 and I tried to buy the dip in the 60s. So, yeah, that's why I'm going to be out right away because I don't want to get. If I would have had this lower fill here, I would have felt a lot more comfortable holding right now. But since I got this higher fill, I'm going to be out and it's going to go without me. Shoot. Let's break a 5. But a very quick pullback. I almost bought that dip, but I want to be careful here. That's not doing a bit of a false breakout over the 5 level here. On daily chart, man, I don't think we've got much resistance until 7:30. How high will this thing go today? That's the question. Realistically, this thing looks pretty good. Here's Bed Bath & Beyond trying to reclaim VWAP. But still not really too interested in it right now. Never like to see it end with one of these candles on the one. Could do the same thing over here. Is Bed Bath & Beyond halted? Is it halted at 27.26? Yeah, it is. Wow. So, Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm definitely going to be paying attention to this one off of the halt here. I might be aggressive. It's coming back with this strong of a fashion. It might catch some shorts off guard. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna pay attention to that one on the resumption. BWV is pulling back a bit here. So let's see, it halted at, let's see, what time was it? 58 and 50 seconds. So yeah, got a mic coming today. That'll be cool. It's the Rode Pod mic. Read some really good reviews on it. I don't need a new mic, but this actually is not my microphone. Been borrowing it from a friend for honestly the last who knows how long. It's been like a year. So much appreciated, but it's time to get my own. And that one should be a little bit better for talking to. Might be a little bit more clarity, but this mic is pretty clear anyway. Okay. Yeah, I was just checking something over there quick. Coco Nut. This has got three. It's interesting. So I'm gonna stick BWV back over here on the secondary ideas, and then so yeah, I got BWV over here, and I'm just gonna watch Beth, Bed, and Beyond carefully on this resumption. So it halted at 58, so it's gonna, if it's a 5 minute halt, it'll be 53 and 50 seconds when it comes out. Or that was some bad math. 10:03, rather, not 53. So yeah, looking at charting, I wonder if this thing's gonna open. We've been having a lot of I've been sneezing a lot this morning. I don't know what's up with that. I got something tickling my nose. Um, but yeah, we've been getting a lot of these really strong green candles into halts, and then they open lower. So it's like they halt, and then people are smashing the bid trying to get out as fast as they can, and then it ends up opening lower. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this one. Of course, if it opens higher, I'll probably look for a dip and a rip. Um, we've got all these pivots on pre-market that could be resistance. Anyway, yeah, so we got about 50 seconds here until resumption if it's a 5 minute halt. Take a quick sip of tea before it does. Now that it's cold, pretty much. Um, oh, it's odd. I wonder how I reflects it like that. Anyway, okay. Oh, gotta adjust my share size here. Can't take 500 shares of this stock. That is for sure. What was I trading with yesterday? 100 or 200 shares with it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Out of a halt? 100, yeah. It's gonna open flat. And there would have been a dip to buy, but this thing looks like it's not going to be super strong off this halt, off this resumption. No, it's sure not. Yeah, that's a little disappointing to see. Yeah, I'm just gonna be pulling back here. So we got BWE pulling back. BBBY. It's fighting for VWAP here, but I'm not gonna get involved right in this at this moment here. Let's take a look at everything else. APRN selling off. BBIG. Yeah, it's fading. So right now, ears above VWAP. I'd wait for it to break out of this range, maybe get back over $3. Yeah, if this can get back over $3, I'm definitely gonna be interested in trading it. Um, okay, good to see this on BBBY. I might look for a small pullback and an entry here. So it's struggling right there at 28. Okay, there's break at 28. Ooh, I tried to take it there at 28, but I'm gonna get filled pretty high, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna fill at 28, 28. Yeah. Yeah. So I tried for the retest at 28, but in reality, it broke. Oh, I'm gonna get so. Oh, what? I'm gonna get filled at 27, 77. Wow, that is massive slippage right there. That's pretty bad. That's probably gonna. Well, good thing I only took 100 shares on it. Hmm. So I should have been probably looking to get it down this pullback here. I thought if this thing was gonna be real strong, then it was gonna hold this right here, this level at 28. That's what I was trying for. And I got filled high and then got filled very low on my sell. It should have been pretty much a break even, but oh well, it's an expensive stock. I only had 100 shares of it. So we'll take the small loss with that. Looking back, I probably could have avoided this trade because we did have all this resistance in this level. Um, I guess looking back, I probably would have tried the same trade again because we broke out and come back on this level, and we've got all this support right here that I could have acted as. So, oh well, it didn't hold up. I got bad fills, but it is what it is on that one. And it's pulling back here to view up again now. So, yeah. I'm just going to be on the wrong side of this one a little bit. I should have been on the pullback side and trying to buy this dip. And instead I was trying to buy pretty high in this candle. So I guess that's my lesson there is I was buying into a candle that was already up $2 a share. So that's probably the red flag that I should have been paying a little bit more attention to. That probably sounds terrible. Ah, okay. Well, okay. Everything is kind of pulling back right now. So I'm gonna give Bed Bath & Beyond some time, and everything is kind of a little ugly right now, except for maybe BBIG looks decent. Okay, here's ear coming up to this $3 level, which was that resistance I was talking about earlier, and it's gonna reject off that pretty bad. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, I guess that's the one to watch right now is ear because everything else is pulled back significantly more. So I'll keep this one on watch here. Nothing else has popped up on scans today besides the ones that I already had on market open before market open from news and such. Interesting. GNUS is up today. Didn't see that one. I guess that was gapped. Yeah. Wonder what the news was on that. Remember GNUS way back when COVID first hit. And I traded it. Oh man, this has been a while ago. It went to 11 from 50 cents to $11. I remember that was crazy. Yeah, that was COVID year. And again with the false breakouts here out this resistance, so euro is kind of getting rejected off these levels. I was hoping it could hold and present itself for some nice trades, but I'm not I'm not interested in it yet unless it's over 3. We can get over 3 and hold over 3, then I'll be interested. Then it'll be strong. But sellers have been in control. Yeah. So a bit. I had one of my I think my biggest blunder this morning was not addressing my share size popper for trading ear because I would have been up more on the day if I did. Because I was trading 500 shares on BWV and then I switched to this. It was only 3, so usually I would take 800 or maybe 1,000 shares, depending how comfortable I was with the stock. I ended up getting a 13-cent winner, but it was on about half share size I usually would have taken. Um, so yeah, I guess that was kind of a bit of a blunder there. But with this, I'm not using hotkeys, so it's like, if I want to change my share size, I'm gonna have to quick manually, come enter it in here, which is fine, but it takes a second, it takes extra second, and sometimes I forget. I guess what would be more detrimental than going from a more expensive stock to a cheaper stock and not changing share size is going from a cheaper stock to something like Bed Bath & Beyond and then accidentally taking way too many shares than you're comfortable with. So I guess this is a better side of it to make a mistake on. So yeah, right now everything looks a bit ugly. I'm just sitting tight, patiently waiting. I'll trade till about 10 o'clock today, probably, unless something really starts moving. As of right now, yeah, I was the most optimistic about ear in this area, but couldn't manage to break and hold over 3 there again. So Yeah. Let's look at almighty Tesla. Tesla, Tesla, Tesla. I saw an article the other day that Tesla's coming out with the Tesla tiny home, and seemed like it was a super affordable price. I haven't done any research on it. It could honestly just be fake. I don't know, but it's a pretty cool idea, honestly. It's weird, man. Phase? Not really interested in that. Imagine coming in here and buying 1,000 shares of Tesla a day trade. I wish I had that kind of buying power. That'd be sick. So, okay. This one's perking up a bit here. Now, if this one get back into play, that would be fantastic because this one traded nice. Float, it's low, but it's not super whippy. It's not, and that's just something that I get cautious of, and I don't like to see on these on low floats is when they get really whippy. You know, you get 5, 10 cent chunks of movement. I'm not a big fan of that. So I think I'll wait for this thing to be over 50s. I mean, we've got all these wicks and between 50 and 60 here, so kind of a similar situation to BBIG where we have, you know, resistance levels. Not BBIG, EAR, ear. So, you know, I want to wait. I want to wait for these. No, no, what just happened there? I think I clicked on this. No, I don't know what that was. But yeah, kind of a similar thing to ear on BWV where, yeah, I want to wait for it to get above previous resistance in, you know, that occurred during this morning before I get involved. I want to prove itself that it's strong. And I'm not going to try to buy this breakout of 50 because we've been seeing plenty of false breakouts. And so far, I've done a pretty good job avoiding them. But, I mean, in the past, I've lost 500 in seconds on false breakouts. So, yeah, it's been something that I've gotten better at avoiding and recognizing before they happen. But, yeah, I always want to keep that in the back of my head. Especially when we see candles like this one, and you know, when we have these false breakouts over the highs, it's like, nah. So I'll err on the side of caution. I'll get rid of that, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see what's it gonna do on this level. Is this one gonna be strong? Is this one gonna be the one off the monkeypox vaccine play? There's 47, 48. Hit 49. Can it break 50 with volume? Can it hold? I don't want to see another false breakout here. So far, this looks like it's holding. But there's just not a lot of green volume coming in. It's gonna hold for now. Got 15 seconds on this 1 minute candle. Okay. Good. See, and I wanted to try that dip, but again, it's just looking like it's heavy around this level. On the ask side. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of red printing. Yeah, it's not gonna hold up. A bit disappointing. What was this one again? Just it announced exploration of monkeypox vaccine candidate. Today announced that the company plans to explore the potential development. Okay, so they plan to explore the development of monkeypox. So it's not even anything directly. Yeah, so it did bounce off this resistance here and sold off. And that was kind of what I was afraid of. I was really hoping this would break and hold, and the dip at 50 would get bought up, and then this would make a new leg up, and then I think it would have really been looking good. But it rejected off this level, so I now wait. Let's see here. I see Sava's moving. I'll add that to the day's list over here. Yeah, it's at a high of day. Let's break 29. But this one's a little more expensive. It doesn't move too much. It's a bit more of a grinder. And in the past, I've kind of avoided trading it. Man, I remember Sava way back here when this happened, actually. It was down off some news from 6:30, and it was in the cents. And I traded it around this level. I think it was honestly one of the first days I remember seeing it pop up on scans when I was looking I used to scan for biggest losers as well. Now that's not so much my strategy, but anyway, yeah, I traded it this day. Imagine if I bought, $20. That would have been. Imagine if I bought $200 worth of shares, bought 100 shares, and then I mean this thing went wild. I ended up topping at 117. No, I ended up topping at 146. I mean, come on. You can see this thing had some crazy movement though. Anyway, little side story there on Sava, but currently still just patiently waiting for something to set up. I don't know. I don't really want to get involved with this one. It could be decent for small scalps, I guess. But yeah, so they're all, even BBIG now, we're all kind of pulling back. The uh the overall market here continuing to sell off. So we've had a pretty good rally in the last couple of weeks, and I've been fearful with some of my longer term stocks that this rally is not lasting. Uh, But yeah, sometimes it's difficult to grasp the whole macro picture of the economy on the, you know, the world scale or the, scale of this country. It's tough. So the dog just came busting in here for a second to say hi and then left. It's cute. Nikita. So I'm gonna take a second here and stretch my legs while nothing's moving. Oh, baby. Oh. Go fill up my water. All right, all right. Back again for some more trading. Don't know what's been up with the sneezes today. It's like I've got something in my room that's been kicked up and tickling my nose. I don't know what. Like some dust. I don't know. I didn't clean anything this morning. So let's go back over the scans, the list from today. The mover is still Sava, and everything is sadly pulling back. Currently on the day, I'm up 75. Um, so yeah, I haven't taken many trades today. I took um 4 on BWV, 1 on ear. Oh, there's another one on BWV. That big loss on BBBY. I don't know why that one kind of upsets me. I mean, I know why. Let's go back and look at it actually. So I was trying to buy the pullback of this green candle on the 28 level. And looking back on that trade, it looks good. I mean, we have like 3 different pivots and spots that acted as resistance that this broke right through. And I really thought that this could have, if it could have held in this level, it could have, buyers would have gotten in and it could have been another leg up. But I guess the one thing that I should have been more cautious of is the fact that this candle went from 26 to 28.50 and then pulled back. So am I buying in too high? The answer is probably yes. Um, but I mean, it's all situational. Like I was so hesitant this morning on BWV as this thing absolutely ripped out of the open. And if I would have bought quote unquote high at $4, I could have gotten 50 cents to 70 cents. I mean, this thing was unreasonably strong for the first couple minutes of today. I haven't seen that off the open in a while, but granted, that's good to see. I was pretty hyped, but and Sava's continuing to grind higher. It's broken 30 now. I mean, maybe this is the one I should be looking at to trade. Assuming that's kind of the focus of traders. Volume has started to come in. Had 1.8 million volume in the last 5-minute green candle. It's a pretty good volume profile. So realistically, with this, I would definitely take no more than 100 shares. And with 100 shares, 50 cents is $50. So yeah, I don't know. These higher priced ones are just not my favorite to trade. Just personal preference, I suppose. Mm, mm, mm. So yeah, looks like everything that we watched has faded out. Yeah, looks like everything is faded from today's list. So yeah, I'm easing off here. I mean, haven't really taken a whole lot of trades to begin with. BWV should have been the one I would have I capitalized on here, but yeah, I guess I just wasn't expecting to see this big of a move, and I don't have a lot of experience trading gap and goes because we haven't been seeing that a lot lately. And yeah, so I was just erring on the side of caution, right? I mean, you can't lose money if you don't trade it. You can't get it. Obviously, scared money doesn't make money. So that's the thing. It's like there's a fine line between not getting involved for your risk management sake and not trading it because you're overly cautious and don't want to lose money. So yeah, it's the line that I'm still trying to work out. My personally. Okay, time to watch Sava. This thing's starting to pull away now. Look at the daily here. We're close to the 200 EMA. We got resistance here at 3150s. Man, it's like the day of nonstop sneezing. I don't know what's up with that. Um, so yeah, looking at Sava now. Look, now we've got one, two, three. They have 9 green candles on the 5 minute. 9 5 minute green candles in a row. Usually, this is gonna mean we need some sort of a 5 minute pullback because it's pretty extended on the 5 minute chart. I mean, heck, it's pretty extended on the 1 minute chart too. Not as bad. I mean, we've got a couple pullbacks to reset, but not on the 5. Yeah, for right now though, Sava is like the only thing really moving right now. Wow, man, this thing's strong. Look at that. Got bought up nuts. And it's gonna pull back here pretty good. Yeah, so we're right at this I guess we're over it. 3162 is that resistance on the daily level. And then we've got until about 3350 we run to the 200 moving average. So, yeah, this thing is strong, man. It's like when I was looking at it back here, I was thinking it was running out of fuel. But apparently that's not the case. Here's 32s. It's gonna hold 32. Yes, it is. Wow. And I had my hand on the buy button there for that dip at 32, but see these higher price ones are just seem to be more tricky for me. EMA is 3350. The 5 minute chart is still just going. I feel like taking trades up here is risky because it really hasn't flushed that bad yet. I don't want to get caught in a flush if I do end up buying on it a little dip, but I hate to just watch it because there's nothing else moving, so I'm just on the sidelines right now. Yeah, I mean, nothing else. It's going to hold 33. Not quite there. Man, this one's so strong here. It just keeps getting legs up. I was right into that EMA, but it's like holding it. Man, this thing is so strong. There's a bit of a pullback now. Try to buy that dip there. Give it a second here. No, it's going to open up on the bids. I'm not going to. I got filled at 60. I got filled at 30. Yeah, I don't really want to touch this thing. It's just going to be. I'm going to get terrible fills on it because it's a bit spready and the spreads open up very fast. Man. Is this going to be the 5-minute pullback now? Looks like it. Man, cassava. So is this going to end up being just a small 1-minute pullback and a breakout? Or is it going to need to breathe for a little more room and consolidate? That's the question. So BBIG is curling up a little bit here. Because we'll put BBIG over here for now. Then I'll keep Sal on watch, but man. It's 34. Man. Try about that dip at 50. Hmm. I'll be out. I was looking for a quick pop. Yeah. So, Sava, this one is tricky. I mean, this whole game is tricky. That is for sure. But I was out break even. I'm certainly glad that I got out break even there. So yeah, it's looking like this thing needs 5 minutes here, or a 5-minute pullback. It's a big red candle there. It's going to close very low too. I did not think this thing was going to push to 34 when I was looking at it at 29. It's a nice move. ALZN. Moving off of Casaba's news. Don't really care about this one too much. Let's take a look at BBY again. Curling a bit off of 24. All right. So, back here trying to get focused up, but there's not a lot of opportunity right now, to be quite honest. All the stuff from scans this morning is pretty much faded. It's all below view up. Yo, Tyson on the stream. What's good? What's poppin'? Biggest trade this morning. This morning was a bit slow. I missed a lot of opportunity right here on BWV. This thing was up on some. They're going to start exploring monkeypox vaccine. So yeah, I was watching it here on the open, and this thing started ripping. It ends up going from 350s where it opened to 479 when it ended up doing a bit of a false breakout here. And yeah, I kind of just watched this thing rip because I couldn't really get an entry on it. And then I ended up getting, what was it? A couple nice trades on it. Let me see here. Couple nice trades on it around this level when it started curling back up. I think I made about $100 on this trade from, where was it? So we got one from 36 to 44, and then another one from 47 to 49. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I kind of just made break-even trades on this one, but my best trade was on ear right here on this breakout. So it broke out over this candle over 3 by about 5 cents, pulls back to $3, and that's where I hopped in, and it was really strong there, and then rips up here. So I sold for about 15, I think it was 15-cent winner, which is really good on a $3 share stock. But the trouble is I was still using share size that I was on the more expensive stock, and I forgot to adjust my share size. So usually with the $3 price stock, I'd look to go like 800 to 1,000 shares, 1,000 shares being 3 grand of buying power. But I still had 500 typed in, so I was basically half of the share size that I would have normally used. So what was a $120 winner could have been, or should have been, a $200 winner. And then I ended up giving it back on anyway, I gave most of it back here on BBBY. So this thing's been crazy over the last couple days. Yesterday was up 75%. And I wasn't interested in it because it kind of faded off the open, but then it curled up here, bounced off of 23, and then went really, I mean, look at this strong green candle from 25, and it halted right here at 27. So I'm looking at it for the dip and the rip, but it didn't look very good. It looked very top heavy when it came out of the halt here. And then when this green candle ripped up, my thought was it ripped up past all these previous pivots, which had acted as resistance, and a lot of times that'll end up, then past resistance ends up being future support sometimes. So on this green candle, I tried buying in when it pulled back here to see if it would break, to see if it would hold 28, and it didn't. It flushed, and I ended up getting really bad fills, and I lost 50 cents on that trade. So I lost like basically most of the gains from the first. So I'm not sure I understand your question. Would you have bought one share and then exited after the rip? So I don't really understand the question. Would you have bought one? Yeah, I'm not sure I understand the question. Yeah, ideally, if I was more aggressive on this, I would have bought the break of this pre-market level, but it happened so quick, and then the break of 4. But this time it was at 4 so quickly, and I didn't want to be buying high and chasing, so I ended up leaving it. But as far as that question, I don't know. Stock went 370s for, okay. Well, I always buy more than one share. And so what I was trying to say with share size with this is yeah, with stocks, so I usually generally aim to go between 3 and I mean anywhere from 1,500 to 5 grand of buying power in trades, depending on how convicted I am, how aggressive I'm being, how good the stock looks. So what that means for something that's around $4 a share, I would have taken 500 shares at $4 a share is 2 grand. So I don't know if that answers your question. I'm still a bit confused on it. Oh, by the way, Tyson, you can have your mic back after today. So here it's curling, trying to breach the VWAP. Curly on the day after giving back some profits. I'm up $47.00. So all in all, kept it green, but yeah. Do you remember this one, Tyson? Remember Cassava Sciences? I don't know if you do. This one ran 60% today, but I didn't really get involved because it was higher price. I don't really like the higher price stocks as much for day trading. Yeah, I did. I got this one, which if we ever end up doing a podcast, would be ideal for that. It's a just like a studio, or not a studio mic, but it's designed for like broadcasting basically. So like live streams. It's just designed for talking basically, not as a studio mic. Um, so yeah, it's this MF right here, the pod mic. But yeah, it'll be here today. Oh, also, dude, I did some calling around last week about my keyboard. The one you got me that's broken. And the one place basically said that they weren't interested in fixing it that I called, and then I kind of, I'm trying to remember, because the last time I went out and asked or called around, they basically said they couldn't do it, gave me a few referrals. I don't know, I'm kind of at a dead end with it right now, to be quite honest. That's why we need. Yeah, dude, we gotta get calling on the content creation train as heck. Camera stands, stabilizers, yeah, all that good stuff. I agree. Wait, buy a new one? What? Take the L and buy a new one for 109. What are you talking about? Buy a new keyboard. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of tricky with the chat because there's a 4 second, like I think it's a 5 second delay. Better than when I first started this, it was like a 25-second delay and it was ridiculous. But since then, I've figured out how to get it as low as possible. Yeah, manufacturer. Yeah, maybe. I guess I haven't thought about reaching out to the actual manufacturer to send it in. But yeah, well, focusing back in on the stocks briefly. Um, Scan wise, nothing's popped up. Sava is still kind of the leading mover right now after it's pulled back $5 a share. And yeah, it looks like everything else is kind of faded off. BWV, this was the one that I was most excited about trading today. So if it can get above VWAP and look strong, then I'm definitely going to get involved. So Fran is passed out on your guys' couch, huh? Yeah, how'd you eat shit at 4 a.m.? That's my question. You guys are out boarding, drinking and shit at 4 a.m., huh? Should probably have unmuted that a while ago. That's okay. So nice to see ear breaking out, but it's not nice to see it immediately pull back. So BBBY is busted above VWAP. So I think with this today, I might wrap it up. Here's curling. Oi, oi, oi. So looking around out here, and it looks like ear. BBBY made a pop, made a push for VWAP, but it's kind of rejecting. So yeah, it kind of looks like it's kind of it. Sava is just selling off. Probably should have touched Sava like I first thought. So, man, with this one, yeah, that's better, honestly. So, bounced off of these levels in the 90s, and it's holding 3. So I like that about it. But realistically, the volume is pretty low. I might try to dip here at 3 and see if I can anticipate the curl. But volume is a bit low here, so I'm not. And there's more red volume on this candle than this candle, so it's never a good sign. Yeah, it's gonna break down a bit. So a bit of a slow morning. I mean, the most exciting thing we had was the open on BWV, and I just can't believe I wasn't able to capitalize on any of that. I mean, it's okay. I can believe it. It was the first 2 minutes of the open, which I usually err to the on the side of caution, and we haven't had a lot of those gap and go style trades pan out recently. So, oops. Got a red printing there.
Shoot.
Some volume left on no volume left on ear. Still volume on BBBY constantly though. Wonder if this thing would be worth trying to scalp. Size down here. So, yeah, giving a look to the market. Um, Everything's down. Oh, boy, except BWV. Okay, let's get serious here. This was the one that was really moving earlier. Volume's coming on it decently. Not a whole lot of volume, and we're right up by this resistance here at 60. Try to buy that dip. I'll be all right there. Nah. I've been cautious on these style trades where I go for the pullback because a lot of times on when the next 1 minute candle opens, it'll open and start red immediately. So it's like, oh, it's actually gonna be a break even trade basically right there. Hmm. It's gonna go to 70. 73. Could be somewhere green. 75. I want to buy this dip here. No. So watching this one here, a bit of a hammer candle right here. It's not good to see. And the volume it's there. It's relatively well. You had 3 million on this last candle, but I didn't see it until it was already in the 60s here. Oh, should have bought that dip. I'm gonna get in a little bit high, I think. Maybe I'll break even there. I'm gonna be out too quick. Shoot. Something I have a tendency to do is a bit rapid fire trading, where I don't give it quite enough time. But on other times I've gotten out really quick without hesitation, I get out before a big flush. So it's better to be safe than sorry, in my opinion. But obviously, you're going to limit your upside potential if you're selling too soon every time. Let's see if we can see a curl here, but not gonna happen. Got a couple things now that are starting to move back up. We have ear, baby IG is at 62. Hollison's actually not moving bad. Salva's faded. BWV was also just moving up, but it's starting to sell off a bit now. And then ear also. It's gonna be a bit of a false breakout there. Yeah. Take a look at baby IG here. It's gonna be double top at 65. A dip here at 60. I don't know. I'll be out. Not really fancy trading right now. We don't really have good momentum. Don't really have good volume. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. All right. I'm gonna call it a day here. I basically a break even day. I'm up 29 bucks. So gave back most of it from today, the small win that I had. But all in all, it was we had some good momentum today. It was really fun to see this gap and go on BWV. Just a bit of a shame that I didn't get involved. So I'm gonna have to go back and review some of this price action. Look at a couple other things for today, but yeah, all in all, good day. And to anyone watching, stay safe, stay green out there, and I'll be back in the next one. Later, everybody.